the design is actually a 1-week course, because we want you to get the repetitions in and with all the techniques. But we're going to modify it today, where we're going to take a lot of the lecture part out, like the physiology of combat, which is important to know, and we might discuss a little bit at the end, what the body goes through, how to prepare for combat, what happens when the combat's over, and then, but mainly today we're going to focus on the techniques to see how applicable they are for you guys that are working the street. I've been in law enforcement now for 37 years. I spent 15 years as a street cop back in Indiana, and then the last 21 years with a federal agency here in Los Angeles. And I've been doing judo since the 80s, and I've been a use of force instructor since the mid-90s. So we want to bring this to you guys, to the street, see how it works for everybody, and then after we are done today, we'll have you complete some surveys, give us some feedback, and then we'll meet back again with our committee, see what we need to work out, and then we'd like to take this program nationwide eventually. And so Jeff, anything?
I'm Dr. Dennis Hannon. I'm the medical director for Nanka Udonshikai, and I'm here. I started judo like with Gary back in the 60s, and he's older than me. My birthday was 2 days ago. No. Thanks.
You were a firefighter too for a long time.
Yeah, I was a firefighter with LA City Fire Department. Yeah.
And you're a chiropractor.
I'm a chiropractor right now.
If you need any help, I don't know if you'll be able to help today.
Not today.
Towards judo, and I'll tell you the reason why I'm biased towards judo. Because in my personal opinion, there isn't a martial art more designed for police work than judo. It isn't karate, it isn't kung fu, it isn't Muay Thai. It's definitely not Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You're getting this on tape. I mean, BJJ, they take people to the ground. You don't want to go to the ground with somebody in police work, unless you're standing up and you're over them, putting cuffs on them. You would not want to tangle with somebody on the ground, especially if there was more than one of them. I was an LAPD defensive tactics advisor for probably about a dozen years, and they got infatuated with BJJ right after the first UFC, and after about 6 months they called me up, and along with Gene LaBelle and Gokart Chavikian and a bunch of judo people, Hayward Nishioka, and they said, we're ready to go back to judo. They're taking everyone to the ground too much. And that's not in our manual as the best advice for police work. The other thing that a lot of people don't understand about judo is the philosophy to judo. There's two principles to judo. One is to make the best use of your power, meaning efficiency. Just like cars now. I mean, my 55 Buick gets 10 miles per gallon. I mean, that electric car over there gets 50 miles per gallon. That's a better use of efficiency. He's paying a lot less for gas than I am. Same thing with use of force. The most efficient way to take somebody out with the least amount of property damage to the person is the best thing for police, let's face it. Especially nowadays with everyone carrying a cell phone and everything you do is being recorded. So the other aspect of judo that's really, really important is the other philosophy. In judo, we have a philosophy called Chita Kyoa. And it basically means win-win. It means you do what's best for you and you do what's best for the other person. So we're not philanthropists in judo. We don't go around and give people money. We'd rather go out and give people a helping hand, take them over to McDonald's and help them get a job so they can make their own money. That's the idea of judo. We help ourselves and we help the other person. This philosophy is the best philosophy for any public servant, especially somebody in the police. In Japan, all police officers are at least 3rd or 4th degree black belts in judo. And a lot of them also have black belts in kendo, which is the one with the sticks. So they're really proficient in both. Anyhow, my underlining motivation was I want to see judo grow in this country, because judo is a fantastic thing to do. It improves people and their character, their health, makes them better society members. And if everyone was contributing more to society and less of a problem, you law enforcement people would have a lot less to worry about. So I'm going to tell you again, my goal, quite frankly, is that I'd like to see a time in this country where somebody says to their dad, I want to be a cop when I grow up. And that father or mother responds by saying, we better find a judo class for him. If he's going to go into law enforcement, he's got to be a black belt in judo. We can accomplish that. Judo will get out there. And